Yo, what is up, guys? Shinobi here, back again with another video for you guys. And today, ladies and gentlemen, we got some more Bleach Rebirth of Souls. This isn't a my bad. This isn't a obviously match video like my normal videos are, but I am curious to see what Globeku has to say about this, considering that I don't know what he means by max rank in Bleach, because obviously once you hit past 5,000, that is max rank. I don't know if he hit number 1 or whatnot. But basically, curious to see what he means by max rank not being good in Rebirth of Souls currently right now. Because I can understand why, to a degree, why it's like that. Because after you hit max rank, it's mostly just leaderboard positions that you're fighting for. Because there's a lot of people who have captain up in there. I think I'm like top 500 right now, so I'm like 300 something. But I don't play the game too often either. That, and I actually rematch a lot of people, so I do lose some matches here and there, so I don't rank up as fast as I'd want to, though to me, rank doesn't matter too much for me, so I could care less. I mainly just care about getting my toes rope there. I'm like 4, and I got knocked off of 3 because I haven't played for a minute. But let's go ahead and see what we got going on here, because Globeku, regardless of if people like it or not, has been putting in that work for the Bleacher community as far as making content and whatnot, tournaments and whatnot. We need spectator mode. Me personally, I don't have the people to help get a tournament started. I'm gonna be real with you. And not to mention, it's just tough with scheduling and whatnot. So I would love to get my tournament started. If I had a Chad tournament that I had in mind to do when the game first dropped, but no spectator mode, I was like, yeah, no, we're gonna wait on that. Hopefully they add it soon, because I really want to do that all Chad tournament. I want to do it, but we have to get that spectator mode. It makes things a lot easier for everybody trying to set those things up. True.
I
Facts.
love ranked matches. They're my favorite online game mode, and it should have been in the game at launch, but the way they did it in Bleach Rebirth of Souls kinda missed the mark for me. I've reached the max rank with Kenpachi, and if you didn't know, every point interval has a rank assigned to it. You start as a 10th seat at 0 points.
I'm not gonna lie, I got
quick every 100
pretty fast on the rank
when
too.
you reach
Hold on.
2,500, you hit lieutenant.
Some stuff there.
3,500
There we
is
go.
captain, and finally, the max rank is
it's all about
captain
leaderboard
at
after that.
5,000 points. After that, you're just playing for your placement in the ranked leaderboard. And through my journey, I noticed a lot of issues with ranked, with the way it's built. Now, most of these issues can still be fixed in the future, which is why I'm making this video. This is constructive feedback to bring everyone a better experience. But I also wonder if it's too late. Ranked matches have arrived in the game a whole 2.5 months after release. There was a balance patch 2 weeks after launch, but then it's been 2 months of silence. And yes, they did release a DLC character and
It is a big issue,
patch as well,
because
but
with
these 2
nothing
months
being
of
said, it kind of
silence
kills
were
the
a big
hype.
issue.
And me personally, I think instead of them releasing all the big patches and ranked and whatever the DLC at the same time, in my opinion, I think that they should have released ranked mode, then release the balance patches, and then release the DLC. That way, everybody has something to talk about during that portion of time within that month, rather than dropping it all at once. Because I remember before, when the game wasn't out yet, they had somebody in there, I forgot who it was, they had somebody in the Twitter group that we were in for Bleach Rebirth of Souls, literally communicating with the player base every single day. Like, every day it was something. Either them talking about the game, them, trying to, tell people what's going on and whatnot, especially considering that the game had a lot of drama around it, unfortunately, before launch. So, I don't know why they stopped doing that, but in my opinion, I'd rather have that than do anything else. And then, as far as how they release the stuff, they can choose how they want to release it, but me personally, I think it should be balance patch. Well, the rank's already in the game, so at this point, all that you can release is the DLC or balance patches. But they need to add some skins in this game, too. There needs to be a lot more skins, bro. Like, for anybody who's read the Bleach manga or even seen Kubo's art, do you guys see the amount of skins that they can put in here? There'd be swimsuit skins for everybody, new outfits, because multiple characters in this game have multiple outfits. Like, there needs to be something, bro. And I don't know if it's Bandai that's holding Tansoft back from putting this stuff in, or what's going on up in there. I don't have inside knowledge, but they need to do something. They need to do something, because I'm not going to lie to you. As much as I've been playing the game, you guys know I have over 200 videos on Rebirth of Souls alone, whether it be news, gameplay, all that stuff. Like, I'm being dead ass when I say that, like, as much as I enjoy playing the game, we need something new in the game. It's been 2 months, bro. And the only thing that we've had that's new is obviously the balance patches, which is good, and the rank system, which should have been in anyway. So you can't even really count that, in my opinion. And then obviously the DLC. We need more news on either DLC, because there's too many characters for this game to only have 4 DLC. There's no way. There's no way that you only got 4 DLC characters at this point in time. Me personally, I think they have more probably sitting in the back. They just haven't released it or haven't hinted at it. And I think that some sneak peeks could definitely help with, who we think could get in the game and also increase the hype. So, yeah, the game definitely needs some work. It's better than it was at launch, though there are obviously still some bugs and issues that need to be fixed that we have seen on Twitter or wherever it may be, but there needs to be more in communication, number one thing, because honestly, that lack of communication within that 2-month period or 1-month period really, really killed it. I'm not gonna lie.
Actually, the player base got tired of waiting and started dying down. I say that because even though ranked matches have barely been here for 2 weeks, I'm already having trouble.
No, I haven't had that.
PlayStation.
I haven't had that, but I've heard of it. In fact, I think Afro, he made a video recently. Afro Senju, he made a video recently where he tried out the new Ichigo, I think, and Aizen. Did he try Ichigo? I'm pretty sure he tried out the new Ichigo. He tried out the Aizen after he got buffed, and he put his connection to where to be good, obviously, and I don't blame him because there's a lot of lag warriors online. But it took him like apparently 30 to 40 minutes to find a match with that connection. I don't know if that's just a matchup thing or what's going on with that, but me personally, I've had 0 problems finding matches. I probably have waited at max 5 minutes minimum to find a match, but even then, that's still pretty bad with how many people are on the game. But then again, not everybody's on the game at the same time. But still, that's kind of crazy. Still kind of crazy in my opinion.
Now, I'm not the only one with this issue. And I know you guys are thinking it's because I'm too good at the game. Higher ranks are going to find less matches, and you weren't thinking that? Well, good, because my rank has nothing to do with it. The game will match me against the player ranked 6,000 on the leaderboard, and then
I went from facing
number 5 the very next game. My rank
number 50 to like a number 7 in my Yuri.
Is simple. Make the game feel more alive with regular updates. Instead of saving it all for one big update after 2 months of silence, I mean, no one asked for DLC, ranked, and a balance patch all at the same time. I mean, just space them out. Release the patch in 1 month, ranked in another, and then the DLC character, or whatever order you decide. And if that's not possible, you can still keep the community happy.
I really want to try out. I know I tested out Soul Society Ichigo before.
They can expect updates, because the silence is what leads to folks giving up on the game. They have nothing to look forward to. Why would they stay? It might be too late to bring back the players that already left, but it's not too late to save the 5,000 or so still playing the game actively. This is the number I got from watching ranked leaderboards. And you can keep those players in if you just do a better job of setting expectations for future DLC and patches.
Yeah, like, once again, the community manager of Bleach Rebirth of Souls, or at least the guy who was in charge of the advertising, I think, was putting out like hints and all sorts of stuff and keeping the community hyped before the game was even out. And for some reason, all of a sudden, they just kind of just stopped that for some reason. I don't know why. I don't know why they did that, but like they could have kept up the hype by just at least releasing, like, once again, I was talking about before, how they probably have more DLC characters in the back. I know for a fact there's no way that we're just going to get Unohana, Yuha, True Shikai Ichigo, and Ichibe. There's got to be more in the back. I could see Oetsu being in the game. I could be seeing Senjumaru being in the game. I could see a lot of different characters being in the game that could be DLC, because the Bleach cast is huge. It is huge. There's no way that they don't have any more characters coming. And even then, like I was talking about before earlier, they could put skins in the game, stuff that you can buy in-game with the points you have. Because I'm going to be real, I have a lot, and I repeat, a lot of points in the Urahara shop, but I don't do much with them because the only thing you can buy in the shop right now is either the, Icon Kopaku, the Title Kompaku, the Play Kompaku, the stickers and bargains. But outside of that, not really much as far as skins and whatnot. And don't get me wrong, I'm glad there's at least something there. But, like, come on, bro. Like, we got all these points sitting around. Like, give us some skins to buy. And there's a lot they can do with that. There is a lot they can do with that. So, and, that's just me. But, I feel like a lot of people probably say the same. Though, when it comes to, content in the game or stuff that we could be grinding for. Like, you could put a battle pass in the game. I'm surprised they didn't do that. I'm honestly really, really surprised they didn't do that because I'm gonna be real. At this point, if there was a battle pass, I probably would have maxed it out by now. But give people something to grind for. Give people something to grind for. Because for the people who don't care about ranked, obviously you have free matches. So there is that. But yeah, no, I feel like they could be doing a lot more, but something, I don't know if it's Bandai holding them back or what, but it feels like with this game they're holding back a lot.
To be. But timing wasn't my only issue. The ranked system itself also has a lot of problems for me, and they can all be patched out. So let's maybe start with the biggest disappointment
It took me a couple days.
I reached max rank in a day. I'm not trying to brag about it. I think many people have actually done the same. There are many reasons why reaching the max rank in Bleach is kinda easy. The first one is actually a positive for me, and that's winning streaks. If you win a lot of matches in a row, this game starts giving you an
he
insane
beat the
amount of points
Aizen with
each win. I
Kenpachi.
think
That's
it caps
crazy.
at 350 points per win. But when the max rank is at 5,000 points, you can see how you can reach that goal kinda quick. Win streaks on their own are very good in my opinion. If a player keeps getting consecutive wins, that means their rank is not accurate to their skill. The win streak bonus helps us get to that accurate place faster. On their own, I love win streaks, but when they're combined with infinite rematches, they're a problem. I'm not a fan of infinite rematches when it comes to ranked game modes. Some communities will agree with this statement, others will disagree. For instance, I think Tekken folks actually love infinite rematches, but I don't. Coming from Dragon Ball FighterZ, the day they made infinite rematches a thing was the day they ruined their own ranked system. By the time they backtracked, it was too late. Infinite rematches means finding a high-ranked player means nothing about their skill. It's
or they
completely
beat the same
random.
person
Because
every
it
single
either took a
time.
lot of
Keep
players to
rematching
get
them.
this far, meaning they might be good, or
That's
maybe
why
one guy
me
who just
personally,
kept
even though I
rematching
can
despite
infinite
losing.
rematch against
Ranked
certain
is
people that I
almost
really
never
I beat them a lot. I don't. I usually, whenever I make my videos, especially, my goal is best 2 out of 3. That is my goal. Is best 2 out of 3 for a lot of them, unless they want to keep going and we're even. If we're even and they want to go back and forth, I'm fine with that. But me personally, this is just me. I can't speak for everybody else, but me personally, if I know I'm beating somebody who isn't that good, I'm not gonna keep rematching them over and over to get points. Because I'm gonna be real. That, for one thing, that's nothing about your skill. And honestly, all it's gonna take is somebody with better skill to you beat you, and then well, okay, well there you go. But then again, it's like another thing where it's like you don't really gain anything from that. And me personally, I like a challenge. It's not entertaining for me to be just beating on the same person over and over again. And not to mention, it can get you into some bad habits. Because if you fight somebody who's not as good as the person above you over and over again, you can get yourself into some really bad habits fighting somebody a lower rank than you versus if you fight somebody who's a higher rank than you and actually has more skill, and you learn more from each match than, fighting somebody that you just beat over and over again. Unless you just care about points that badly, well then, go at it. But me personally, I prefer a challenge. Best 2 out of 3 is as far as I take it.
a 100% accurate depiction of your skill as a player, but sometimes it can give you an idea, a ballpark of how much they've played. Once you introduce infinite rematches, that's just completely lost. And the third issue is point loss is kind of minimal. The amount of points that you lose per match is like a third of what you win in a single game. I think at the start you don't even lose points, and that's fine to encourage beginners, but before reaching the 5,000 points, to actually rank down, you would need to lose 3 games to make up for a single victory. That means you can reach the max rank by losing more games than winning. Literally. Or so I've been told. I've never lost a game, so I don't know. This makes this mode more of a grind and less of a ranked game mode. If you fight someone of the same rank and you lose, you should go down in rank, period. This whole system is built for you to rank up regardless of player skill. In fact, after you reach 5,000,
I've been losing points.
My friend lost a match.
I'm at like
and
6,000 right now.
Points. Like the game is protecting you from
what
losing
am I at right now? Actually, that's a good question. It probably doesn't show my points, but I could look. Let me go in my game real quick. So, right now, if I go to ranked, if I go to ranked right now, I'm ranked 322, which makes sense. I haven't played in a bit. These people have probably been passing me up. Where's the actual rankings at? So, right now, Jesus Christ, there's somebody with 25k points on here already. Jesus. insanity. But I'm like 322 right now, so I have like 6,821 points. And I've been hovering around 6,800 to like 7,000 for the most part. Um, but it's like I have been losing points. In fact, you lose like 83 to 100 when you're higher ranking. You lose to somebody who is lower ranked than you. I've had that happen. So I don't know if that's true anymore as of the recording of his video or not, but you do like it does take a while to rank down, but if you lose consecutive matches, you will go down. You will go down. Like I lost a lot of points when I played Aizen and when I tried to play. Well, no, I think it was just Aizen because I tried to play him. So I lost a lot of points when I played him because obviously I wasn't good with Aizen and I was kind of just cheesing with him. But yeah, you do lose some points.
Rank. Someone stole my username. Don't look at that. And I know what you're thinking. Globku, of course it's too easy for you. You're too good of a player. And to that I say, nah, I'm not that special. Oh, you already knew I'm not that special. Oh, okay. I looked around and almost 1,000 players on PlayStation have over 5,000 points. 1,000 may not sound like a lot of players, but in total, Bleach ranked on PlayStation only has 7,700 players. A lot of which are probably inactive because you don't even lose points as a 10th seat. There's no shot there are thousands of players just over here losing over and over with 0 points. That's why I'm saying the active player base is probably closer to 5,000. But even if we count all of those 7,700 players, that means 11% of the player base is max rank in only 2 weeks after ranked has been launched. It feels to me like they underestimated the player base a little bit and made it too easy to reach this max rank. And after reaching it, I did feel like my motivation is just not as strong as it was before. Climbing the leaderboard,
which is why I said that there needs to be a battle pass in this game.
Me anymore after hitting head captain.
There has to be more than just rank that you're reaching for in this game. There has to be like something. That's why I said they could get a battle pass going with skins and other stuff. They could go crazy with that. They could actually go crazy with that because then now outside of ranked, you got another thing to grind for. You got a battle pass and make it a long battle pass at that. You got your rank you want to grind for. Because right now, the only thing that's going to happen after a certain amount of time is I think they reset ranked after a certain amount of time. But it's still... Jesus Christ, I'm getting smoked right now. Well, as far as Toshiro, god damn, these people passing me like crazy. I'm still number 4, but damn, these guys are moving. These guys are moving. I was top 3 before. Now these guys already had 8K. Shit. I gotta catch up. But yeah, I mean, it all depends on your motivation. Me personally, I'm at least trying to end the season as at least top 5 Toshiros in the game, which so far I'm top 4. Well, I'm top 4. I'm like the 4th one now. I was 3 until they passed me up, but still, there's got to be like battle pass, some skins, something to grind for outside of just rank, because not everybody's trying to be the best. Everybody sometimes is just trying to hit that max, rank, and then that's it. So it really depends.
Which, by the
that
way,
is true.
The game doesn't even tell you when you reach a new rank. You only see your points going up after each match, but you don't see what rank you have become, which is such a big missed opportunity. Having a nice rank up animation every time you hit one of these thresholds would make ranking up a lot more satisfying, or simply would give people a goal to strive for.
That's crazy.
I am going for Lieutenant, like my favorite Bleach character, Renji. There's no way this person is real. Ranking up into a random higher number, it's tough.
You know, be even more creative,
especially when those numbers are infinite.
Yeah, you have the rank system with head captain and all that, but have another rank system in the game where, if you play like a different race, like the Espada, the Quincy, because they're gonna add Quincy's in this game. Have it to where they could be like the number 1 Arankar or Espada, my bad, or like the number 1 Quincy. I don't know what the number 1 Quincy would be like as far as ranks, but King of the Quincy's, kind of thing. Like, you make it interesting, I don't know. I feel like I'm spitballing these ideas, and I have a feeling for some reason that Tansoft has these ideas, but Bandai is kind of trying to push other stuff.
You never know,
and that's the thing.
Until you check
I'm not blaming it all on Bandai, because Tansoft could also communicate more and whatnot, but I feel like Bandai is holding back a lot of what Tansoft probably wants to do, because obviously they're trying to get profits at Bandai, which is why they got the DLC out first on with the rank and everything like that. But, like, I don't know. I feel like that they could be a lot more creative with what they're doing, and they're just not for some reason. I don't know exactly what the reason is, but It's crazy to me. It's crazy because you would think, like, I don't know, man. There's a lot of stuff they're just not taking advantage of, for real, real.
Now, after reaching max rank, I still kept playing matches to the point that I'm now in the top 5% of the leaderboard, all with Kenpachi, by the way, and I would honestly keep playing it if it wasn't for those long queues. But I won't lie, I'm not as motivated anymore. I'm head captain. That's the max rank. I feel like I beat the game. GG. See you next season. And while we're talking about the leaderboard, I love that they've made
it has to load every single time.
That's awesome, but browsing this is a pain.
They need to add a feature. They need to add a feature to where you can just search up your character. That's as simple as that.
And if this feedback has been useful, if you are actually considering making some changes, please change the matchmaking filter.
It doesn't even matter, bro. I've had 4 bars where it's been acting up. It doesn't matter. Some people would just be playing. Like, what rollback netcode will solve all of this. Screw the whole that. We need rollback netcode up in there.
Also, why does it feel like these filters just don't work? Because every time I enable them, I can't find any matches. But as soon as I turn them off, boop, here's a green bar.
Rollback netcode.
What? Also,
rollback netcode, man.
I'd love to see a Wi-Fi indicator in there as well, but I know I'm fighting a losing battle here. And it would also be nice to change character mid-set. Let's say I play the first game, I lose, and it's a bad matchup. I'm gonna have a tough time rematching. As a Kenpachi main, every time I'm up against a zoner, it's a big struggle for me.
Man.
I still beat them, but it's hard, man. So to summarize, disable infinite rematches. Ideally, it would be a 1-2 or 1-3. Increase the loss penalty. This should be a ranked game mode, not a grinding game mode. Add more ranks, giving us more goals to strive for. Show a rank up animation whenever we reach one of those ranks. Make the filters more obvious, but most importantly, communicate.
And add rollback netcode in the freaking battle pass so that people have more stuff to grind for on this game. Like, give them more than just the rank to grind for. Like, give them something else, please. Jesus Christ. And add skins, bro. Like, add skins to this game. There are so many different outfits that Bleach has. They're literally known for how great their outfits are. Like, how we haven't gotten more skins in this game, even if it's just in the in-game shop, is crazy to me.
But I want to close this video with some positives, some things that I actually love about this ranked system.
Thank God.
Some are basic, but anime games often miss the basic things. First of all, rage quit penalties. I am taking a for it here, but since day one, they are penalizing rage quitters. I love that they've set the ranked matches timer to 300. It shows that they are following community tournaments and how players actually prefer to play this game. The timer was actually a lot shorter before. I love that you cannot see who your opponent is before accepting a match.
That is true.
See their connection. This makes it so players cannot dodge specific opponents. They gotta make the decision based on the network conditions alone. That's incredible. And finally, and this is kind of rare for anime games, seasonal resets. I love it when ranked game modes reset their ranks after every season, especially if it comes with some rewards. It gives the player base a reason to come back every season and play ranked again and again, instead of just playing it at launch and then sitting at the top of the leaderboard without having to play ever again. But that's how I think Bleach ranked could improve in the next season. Let me know if you agree in the comments down below, or if you have a completely different
he's speaking a lot of facts.
And for more Bleach,
to add on, once again, rollback netcode spectator mode needs to be, like, as much as I like all this other stuff, before any of that gets added in, rollback netcode, spectator mode, and then all of this. Add the battle pass and all of that stuff for ranked. But we need to get the basic stuff down first, which is, at this moment, rollback netcode. I don't know why it takes so long to get that for some games. And we also, because I'm pretty sure BlazBlue, like BB Tag, I'm pretty sure has rollback netcode. Like, if we can get a game like that, getting rollback netcode, Bleach should not be an issue in big 2025. So rollback netcode spectator mode needs to be in there. Needs to be in there, because I have a feeling, well, not even just a feeling at this point, bro, we could be having hella tournaments right now. I would have been doing a tournament every week at this point if it wasn't for the fact that we don't have spectator and it's really hard to get stuff set up. Not to mention with the no rollback netcode thing being, like, the connections could be really wonky because everybody's all around the world. But like, come on now. But he was spitting a lot of facts. I like his video. So that's pretty much going to be it. Hope you guys enjoyed my reaction. And let me know what you guys think should be added into the game as well. Know that there's a lot of things that people want in the game other than what I was talking about, what he was talking about. But I feel like these things are, like, probably some of the most important ones. So, yeah, no, other than that, Hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.